Morning everyone, welcome back to another CYT-Crypto episode. My name is Stephen Aitchison. Today we're just going to be talking about the markets in general. Bitcoin's down, kind of whole market's kind of red just now. We'll be talking about Tron, Babb, Bancor Exchange, a couple of coins on the Bancor Exchange as well, and a couple of news stories as well we're going to be looking at. So welcome to the show. If you're new here, type in new in the comments. If you've never been here before, we've got a lot of regular viewers come in the morning. I know it's not a brilliant time, but I've got a business to run, so I can't do it kind of any later, unfortunately. So I like doing it this time in the morning as well, just having a coffee with you and just chatting about crypto. Okay, first things first, the lip sync issues. So when I do the live, the lip sync is okay, but when kind of YouTube processes it, as the lip sync is, the audio is out of whack altogether. I'd done a test yesterday and it seemed to work okay, but when I watched it back this morning, lip sync is kind of out again. So I don't know what to do about that. I've been researching it, but I can't find anything at the moment. So if anybody knows, just let me know as well. I don't know why it's okay live, but it's not okay when it goes up on YouTube, when they processed it after the live. So that's one thing. Another thing as well, I've got 3 calls coming out tomorrow. That could be really good. One of the calls, I've made it in the premium group already. I've done that kind of 72 hours ago on one of them, and last night I kind of made another 2 calls as well. So if you want to get the calls quicker, within kind of always kind of make the calls in 72 hours after that, I kind of usually put them on a live show like this. So I'll be talking about that tomorrow. But if you want to join us over at CYT-Crypto.com, you can get all the calls and the training program for $197, and that's for life. You don't have to pay any extra for the calls. I'll just make maybe 1 call a week, but this week I've got 3 calls that I think could be amazing, and they're low market capitalization coins as well. Might not be brilliant in this kind of market, but one of them's started moving already, which is good. Okay, so we're just going to jump over and see who's in the chat just now. So we have Marcus Jafari is in the house just now, Dominic's in, Rob UK, welcome Rob, Kevin VT, Buck Savage and Crypto 74, and JC Stander is in as well, Scottish Bull, Christopher Dalsin, Chardan is in the house. This was in reference, the chat is about in reference to kind of everything I was talking about kind of yesterday. In fact, I'm going to get rid of this kind of chat and put it somewhere else, because that was going to show up in the video obviously. So I'll put it here, and just so I can read out. Jennifer Bernardo, Crypto B is in house, Gethin Davis, Stephen Quinn, Cole Phillips is back with us, welcome Cole. Andy Grant is back with us again, as I said, Scottish Bull, Peter Hampson, Simon Hendricks, MT Carmel is in, what's up? Honest Crypto Journey from Edinburgh, good to see you. Double Slit, Mike Cryptical, Rachel Kent, Brad Clark, Stephen Seathouse, and Studio 10, Benny Key, Monica, Ming Lai. I've got lots of people coming in. So, crush the likes if you like these videos in the morning. Crush the likes. Crush the likes. Crush the likes if you like these videos in the morning, and subscribe if you're a new kind of viewer to the channel. I'll come on live every morning, every weekday morning, not on a Saturday and Sunday, and hit the notification bell as well. And you can join a Telegram group. Telegram group has grown every single day. We've got over 300 members now in the Telegram group, and it's really good chat in the Telegram group as well. We've also got the private Telegram group as well, and got a lot of people joining that every day as well. And that's for premium members who buy the program at CYT-Crypto.com. And as I said, they've just had 3 calls yesterday, and they got a call on Tuesday as well for 3 coins altogether that could do extremely well for the future. So if you want to join us over there, go over to CYT-Crypto.com and buy the program now. I'm just going to see some of the comments. Scottish Bull, market crash, morning guys, keep the faith in HODL. Yes, definitely, and we're going to be talking about that as well. Good morning from Croatia. Tomislav, welcome to you. Rocco's from Australia. 5:30 PM time. Yes, Gethin Davis says, I'm feeling that Tron, Alibaba news will go official soon and we'll wake up to Tron mooning. Hopefully we're going to be looking at Tron as well. Tron has held up relatively well, although it kind of came back down this morning again a wee bit. Been looking to Electrify Asia, looks very strong project and down to 7 cents right now. I will get into personally Gethin Davis. Electrify Asia is a brilliant coin for the future, and it's definitely a 10xer. It's a no-brainer for a 10xer for the end of the year, but it has gone down, and I did recommend it as well as one of the ones I recommended at 1560 Satoshi, but it's down about 33% to about 1,000 Satoshi just now. We'll take a wee look at that. Dragon Chin, what's happening with that? Can you look on the chart? Seems like market cycle completed on reversal mode. Atif, Dragon Chain, yeah, I like Dragon Chain, but a lot of kind of things came out of Dragon Chain a few days ago, and a lot of people were pissed off with Dragon Chain as well. But we'll certainly take a look at that. So we'll look at the markets overall just now. So we know Bitcoin's gone down, obviously. So it's down to 7678, but it did go down to 7,423 as well. And we'll take a look on the Coinergy charts as well after this. So market capitalization overall is 338 billion. We definitely need an injection in there of more new money coming into the markets. Hopefully institutional investors will be coming in soon, but been saying that for a long time now, to be honest. Bitcoin dominance 38.7%, relatively the same as yesterday. So who's the big players? Bitcoin, yeah, they're all kind of down. So we'll just see there's about 9% of the top 100 up. Skycoin, obviously up on the Binance listing. 0x, sorry, yeah, it's 0x, is up 15% as well. That's done really well, and that's one of the coins I definitely recommended. That's a really good one as well. Bitcoin Private, Steam is up, Hollow, Nebulous, Loom Network, Basic Attention Token, Redcoin, and Stellar is up as well. So there's not that many ones that's in double digits, just 0x, and Skycoin is up in double digits. Excuse me. Centrality is the biggest loser in the top 100. Funfair as well, down a wee bit more. BitShares, Elastos. Elastos is a good one. A lot of people are recommending Elastos. I've had a lot of messages about Elastos. So it looks to be a good one as well. So I'm just going to look at the next 100. So this is the top 200. TrueChain, Limpo, Apex. So there's not a lot in the 200. Zencash down as well. Paypex, Allsports, Educare, Cybervein, Game.com. A-Chain's a good one. So yeah, they're all down as well. I'll just go back over to the chat, see what's happening. Trump versus Putin. Stephen, what do you think? 6.5k still possible? It is for Bitcoin, so we'll just take a look at Bitcoin and the kind of other coins just now on Coinergy. And we'll just go over to that just now, just while I log in. Not that it's going to make much difference, to be honest, but I'm just going to log in. Right, okay, we're back. Right, so in Bitcoin USDT, it's coming back up slightly, but not as big as I'd hoped. Okay, so we're at 7642. We did go down to as low as 7429. So on the charts, we said this the other day as well. It doesn't look brilliant on the kind of any of the charts. Well, apart from the 30-minute chart and the 15-minute chart, it looks okay in that, and it's starting to look maybe picking back up on the hourly chart. So the 7MA has not crossed over the 25MA yet, and that's one of my preferred methods to kind of get into coins as well. So there's a few methods you can use to get into coins. This is one of the ones I use, and I'll talk about that in the kind of program in more depth. But on the hourly chart, 7MA it's looking to cross over the 25MA, but it might have rejected that. On the 6 hourly chart, I like to look at the 1 hour, 6 hour and daily chart. Yeah, it doesn't look good for Bitcoin on the 6 hourly chart either. And daily chart will be the same as well. Yeah, it is. So it's not looking good at the moment. 6,500. I don't know. I don't feel it. I don't feel it, but that's just a feeling. You can't go on feeling alone. Although I do think feelings do play a kind of part, or your gut instinct plays a part if you've been following a coin for a long time. And obviously we all follow Bitcoin, so you do start to get a feeling for it. But if it's been heavily manipulated, just really difficult. It's really difficult to kind of say where it's going to go. Nobody can say where it's going to go, to be honest. But here's 6,500. Yeah, that's the next support kind of level. Or 7,000 will be a psychological barrier as well. If it goes down below 7,000, it will definitely go down to, I would imagine we'll see 6,500. Me, I'm extremely an extremely optimistic person at all times. It's just in my nature to be optimistic, and I just don't see it going down to that. I had a couple of messages just saying about Tony V and people like that saying, oh, it's going down to 4,000. I definitely don't think it's going down to 4,000 or 5,000. 6,500 I can see, and then bouncing up from there. But the thing is, and I was saying this in a group yesterday, every single technical analysis person that I've seen on TradingView and talking about Telegram chats and stuff like that as well, a lot of them who are kind of not so optimistic and they think it's going to go down to 5,000 or 6,000 or whatever, every single one of them says after that is going to shoot back up. So does it make a difference? Why are we worrying just now? If all the kind of pessimists, we can't even describe them as pessimists and optimists, but if all the people that say they're going to go down to 5,000 and they all say it's going to shoot back up to 10,000, why bother what the markets are doing today when you know in the longer term it's going to go back up anyway? So why bother? But obviously you can go into Tether just now. If you think it's going to go down, you can go into Tether, then buy back in when it does hit 6,000, 5,000, whatever you think it's going to hit. Me personally, I don't think it's going to get down to 5,000, 6,500 I can see. I hope not. I hope not, because things are starting to look up. Well, for one, for Tron tends to follow what Bitcoin does, but I think with the news it's going to go up anyway. So hopefully it doesn't go down to 6.5, but it's definitely a possibility. Obviously it is a possibility. Anything's a possibility. So what else is happening? Binance is down to $12.90, which is a good price for that, but I'd wait in the markets, just seeing what they do first before buying back in. I've got Bitcoin Cash at 1,016. It doesn't look good in the charts either just now, so maybe wait on that as well. We'll wait on all of them, to be honest. Ethereum, that's back to 598 at the moment. Kind of took a big dip as well, which affected the banker exchange especially, and likes of IDEX and places like that. $119 for Litecoin. Again, doesn't look good in the charts. Neo is the same, $53. Qtum down to $13.32, and Ripple is up a wee bit at 60 cents, and that's because of the Ashton Kutcher story and Ellen DeGeneres. So that's the markets there. We'll just have a wee look at TRX, see what's going on there just now. So see, this looks good for Tron just now. It did come down to about 870. We'll just look on the hourly chart. Yeah, 870, and then it kind of bounced back up again. It went up to 950 this morning, and then it's come back down to 924. So the bulls are trying to get in there for Tron, in anticipation of it's not an anticipation of the mainnet launch, it's an anticipation of news that's going to come out during the mainnet launch or after the mainnet launch, and I think that's why a lot of people are getting into it. I bought back in, I said last week at 853. It did go down a lot to about 760 or something like that, then it came back up. But I am still on Tron, still bullish long term on Tron as well, and it's coming down slightly again to 923, but on the hourly chart it looks okay. What we like on the 6 hourly chart looks okay as well, as long as this, well, it doesn't matter with Tron, to be honest, because it's news based, so we can't look at the charts for Tron because it can just spike at any moment. And on the daily chart it looks good as well. So yeah, Tron is definitely looking good. I like the look of Tron just now, where it's headed, and I still think it's a good short term and long term play as well. But if it gets up to 1400 to 1700, which I think it will, depending on the Bitcoin price, if Bitcoin totally crashes, then it might not get there, but it will still go up, I believe. And we'll just have a look at the chat again. A few more people in. Scottish Bull, Tron and Alibaba is only a matter of time. Friends living in China are all over it and say it's happening. Yeah, so we kind of spoke about that story about Justin Sun and kind of Jack Ma from Alibaba, and saying the partnership has already been signed. So apparently, allegedly, an insider at Tron has said that the agreement has already been signed. I'll just try and find that story for you. Alibaba, Tron, signed partner. I'll just make sure we're okay there. Was it Global Coin Report? No, it wasn't that one. That wasn't the original one I seen. Can't remember the name. The ICO Journal. Yeah, that was it. And so the ICO Journal had this, and this was 2 days ago. And the guy said it's already been signed. Make no mistake, it's been signed already. But the bigger thing was that Jack Ma was talking about getting onto a much bigger exchange. A lot of people are speculating that's Coinbase, but with the Coinbase news that came out today, is that going to be something that affects this possible Coinbase thing with Tron? I don't think there's any truth in the rumour about Coinbase and Tron, to be honest, but I am believing that Jack Ma and Justin Sun have signed some kind of partnership, and if they announce that, then you'll definitely see a spike in the Tron price. So with that, we'll just see if they got it. What's the news? Right, so it was Coinbase. We'll just click over to this on the Reddit article. So this is on CNBC. So Coinbase acquires cryptocurrency trading platform PundiX. This could be really big. It could be really big for mainstream or more mainstream adoption. So PundiX is a trading exchange that's been quiet for the last couple of months, but now Coinbase has acquired them, and it's now going to be Coinbase Pro that you're going to get. So instead of GDAX, it's going to be renamed kind of Coinbase Pro, and you're going to get a lot more cryptocurrencies because of this integration with the platform PundiX as well. So that means you're going to be able to buy from Coinbase a lot more of the cryptocurrencies, which most people want, most people would like. But with that, if Tron was listed on Coinbase, would it make a big difference now that they've acquired PundiX? Obviously it's not happening this minute, or I think they've got Coinbase Pro already. If you've got GDAX, if you've got an account with GDAX, I think you can get access to Coinbase Pro already. So would it make a big difference in Tron now kind of went onto Coinbase? So I don't know how that would work. It kind of puts a spanner in the works for Tron and Coinbase rumour. So we don't know. I'm just going to see if there's customers of GDAX will be rolled over to revamped servers called Coinbase Pro at the end of June. So it's going to be the end of June, sorry. It's not opening, but I think the beta is open just now, or they can see the platform just now for Coinbase Pro. So that's big news. That's really big news. A lot of people are kind of downplaying that. They're not really kind of mentioning how big this could be for crypto as a whole. I think this could be huge because most people got into crypto using Coinbase. Or Kraken or something like that, but a lot of people, well, millions of people got into it through Coinbase. And the new people coming in, it's probably through Coinbase that they're going through as well. So this could actually be really huge, and it puts Coinbase back up in the limelight for the crypto space as a whole, because a lot of people were saying they were, because of the fees and stuff like that with Coinbase, and I don't like it, I hated it to be honest, but with this new kind of them acquiring PundiX, I think this could be a kind of game changer for Coinbase as well. Let's go back to chat. Stephen Quinn, 0x to Coinbase, that was another rumour for them. We'll just have a look. So where's the Bitcoin price? 572 at the moment. Tron is coming down slightly in correlation with the Bitcoin price. So who's the winners on, yeah, 0x up 18%, but it did get up to 21,679 or 216. Yeah, 21,679 Satoshi. It did get up to, because it spiked up there as well, and 16,938 at the moment. And that's the reason why that spiked. Sorry, that's what I was going to talk about. The reason why that spiked is because PundiX, I believe, one second, I don't know if I've got that information right, so I'm not going to say that just now. I believe PundiX is on the 0x platform, or the 0x blockchain. That's one of the ones that's on it, and that's the reason it spiked. But is that correct? Have I got my news mixed up? I'll need to kind of confirm that. Okay, people are talking about DTRC. Yes, DTRC. So we'll look on Bancor just now. Bancor is a kind of hive of activity. Just now, it's really good for finding kind of gems of coins on Bancor, and a lot of people check them out as soon as a new coin is listed. So who's at the top just now? XPP, Fitrova is kind of going up. ONG, ATS, Streamer is going up as well. Chainium. So there's a few in there, but we'll just look at the kind of prices, sorted by the prices. Ken is actually down at the moment. We recommended this at 166. It did go up by about 150% to 380, but it's down back just now, in line with the whole market. This is a long-term play. One we recommended. It's definitely still a brilliant coin. If you're looking to kind of get into that as well, now might be a good time as well, but just watch the markets overall. Babb is still holding its own. Babb is doing brilliant just now, despite everything that's going on in the markets just now. Babb is doing absolutely fantastic. But again, this is a good period for accumulating Babb as well. So if you're making profits elsewhere, it's good for accumulating Babb if you're into Babb as well. What's the other ones? Zinfin gone down a wee bit. It's under 5,000 now. What's the other interesting ones? Yeah, PundiX gone down a wee bit as well, so to 9,488. So PundiX is the CYT-Crypto community fund coin that we're using for the next 6 months. So we'll be accumulating PundiX over the next 6 months and getting a 7.32% proof of stake. Well, it's not proof of stake, but we'll be getting that back every month as well, and just building up our position in PundiX as well. DTRC. Now, in the Telegram group yesterday, I got a message to say that this is a part of a pump and dump group, and obviously I'm not going to name any names or anything. And so speaking to the person, I just said, "Listen, can you confirm it? Can you give me some evidence? Because I don't want to kind of go to the group and say this is definitely a pump and dump group when I've not checked out." But obviously they couldn't do that. Well, not obviously, but they couldn't do that. But I did put it in the group yesterday just to be careful about DTRC. I think DTRC is going to be a good long-term play. and that's why I called it. But is up kind of a lot since I first called it, 3,600. It did go up to 21,000, so that's like a 600% increase. Come back down a wee bit. However, again, it might be a good time to kind of accumulate DTRC as well. So I don't know how, if it is true that it was part of the pump and dump group, but even for short-term trading, just looking at the patterns, you could use that knowledge just to make some money on it, even if you're not in it for the long term as well. And what's the other ones? Any other good ones? Just going to see. So Bancor, if you're not on Bancor yet, I would definitely get onto Bancor and just check it out because it's really good. It's good if you're trading below $2,000 worth of a coin. You just have to watch on the price slippage as well. Change the price slippage if you can, if it's too high. So if it's above 1%, change the price slippage in the advanced settings on Bancor. I'll definitely do that so you're not paying over the odds. Black Moon is one I looked at the other day as well. That looks interesting. So there's a lot of good coins on the Bancor exchange. I love the Bancor exchange, but I don't like the fact that you have to pay a premium if you're trading bigger, i.e. over $2,000. And so I don't like that about it. So hopefully they'll change things in the future as well to make it much easier, and hopefully they'll have charts and everything like that as well on Bancor. They don't have any charts or anything like that, and it'd be good if they did have that. Judah saying, morning everyone. A teeth, Bitcoin must be up because McAfee tweet. Yeah. How high do you think EOS will rise during the second, or should I expect manipulation? EOS, I don't know about EOS, because I mentioned yesterday that it was difficult, but somebody mentioned in one of the YouTube video comments that Binance is going to support the launch. So all you need to do with EOS is store your coins on there, and they'll change it over automatically, just like Tron have agreed as well. So my apologies for that if I got kind of a mistake. I made a mistake there. I didn't think it's going to be much harder to transfer over to the EOS mainnet, or I thought it was going to be, but if you've got it on Binance, apparently they're going to be supporting that. So EOS, where is it just now? $14. Sorry, $14. It's 144,000 Satoshi. Just now it has been as high as 240,000 Satoshi. I just don't know. Looking at the charts, it doesn't look good for EOS in the short term, but in the long term, a lot of people are kind of raving about it, but a lot of people are just the usual. They're saying, oh, it's a scam coin and shit like that as well. There's still loads of people out there saying Bitcoin's a shit coin as well, so you can't listen to those, but you have to do kind of obviously your own research. But on the charts, it doesn't look brilliant at the moment, but on the other hand, it could be a brilliant time to get in to EOS as well. Turn it upside down looks better. Ah, right, for the charts. If you want to spend 10k in crypto, which portfolio would you do? If I wanted to spend 10k in crypto. Ah, good question. Good question. I would probably... I wouldn't go for any of the large caps. If I had 10k I'd probably divide it by 5 coins and go for low market capitalization coins that I think could do well, because you only need one of those 5 to kind of go. And when I say low market capitalization, I'm talking under 5 million. 5 million market cap. And so you only need one of those to go up to 100 million, which is 20x, to kind of make your money back there and more. And even if all the other 4 kind of failed, putting it into a large cap, it's safer to put into a large cap, and especially just now, the likes of Neo, going into Neo or Ethereum or even Bitcoin itself, Cardano. I if I had to pick one coin in a large cap field, I'd probably pick Cardano to go into if I was at hard 10k. But I would probably go and split it between 5 coins, low market capitalization coins, which is kind of what I'm doing just now as well. Good question though, Thomas. Double slip went to Tether yesterday morning and bought back in last night. Traded dips, peeps. Traded dips, yeah. A lot of people don't trust Tether, but I've been into Tether a couple of times. Been no issues at all. But with True USD coming out as well, I don't know how that's going to affect the Tether market. Jason M live from Chicago. Good morning, bud. Great buying day. It is a good buying day today. Well, maybe a good buying day today, or accumulating. So as it goes down, but we know it's going to go back up, so this is a good time to start accumulating on the way down, because it might go down further as well. Mike D is in the house, better late than never. Good to have you here, Mike. Good morning from sunny Edinburgh, another one. We've got the Scottish Posse in the house as well. XCCE finished promo on cost 12 hours ago. Looks like it's ready to pump back up soon after the sell-off. So where is XDE? Just now, Chainium's just jumped up. XDC and Zinfin. They're still under 5,000, so it might be a good time to get into that as well. You know Coinbase do a regular blog. I didn't know, Peter. No. Didn't know that. Skycoin will list on Binance in 2 hours. What do you think? I don't know how it's going to work on Binance. To be honest, I think it might go down. Where is it kind of sitting at just now? On up to $36. So it's kind of near its all-time, close to its all-time high. 325 million market cap. Where was it a couple of days ago? $8.19. Wow. It's up 400% already from where it was. That was back in March, right enough. So yeah, I just don't know how it's going to handle, because a lot of the coins are first go into Binance. The kind of price is way at the top, and then it kind of shoots back down. That's when people start to get in a couple of days after it's listed on Binance. So I would kind of wait unless you're already in it just now. A difficult one to call that. Mac Paulin, hi, did I miss the BTC crash and the up of all tokens? And the up of all token. Yeah, I don't know what's happening with kind of Bitcoin just now. It's just going all over the place at the moment. Coinbase is easy to use. It is easy to use. Coinbase and now come PundiX. Yes, Thomas Lav. Stephen Quinn, yes, it's on 0x platform. Yeah, I was right. So I was right there. I didn't think, I didn't know if I'd got my news kind of mixed up there. I thought it was on a 0x platform. That's why 0x kind of shot up to 21,000. Mervyn Skidmore, market is like a car boot sale. Get into foot spas and fondue sets. Matthew Parks, morning all. King Ebo, INV dumper is out of coins. Steve could begin to see the recovery to $1 when BTC starts moving. So that's, we don't know. Let's see what happens. Down 11% for INV to 19 cents, shall we say. Okay, so that might start moving. So the ICO price for that was $1. Benny K, don't think DTRC a pump and dump, just undervalued. Got an NIV nice and low today. Excellent. That's from Benny K. Yeah, DTRC, I just don't know if that rumour was true or not, if it was from a pump and dump group, but I called it for the long term anyway. We called it at 3,600, so you should be taking profits kind of off the top as well. So when a coin kind of, usually what I say, and what I do as well, when a coin goes up by 200%, take out your original investment And if you still think it's a good long-term investment, keep the rest in. So you have 2/3 in of your original kind of investment, plus you've got your original investment money back as well, which you can invest in another coin. And just keep going that way. So when you invest $2,000 in another coin, for example, and that goes up by 200%, take out the 2,000 and do the same all over again. And that way you build up a nice wee portfolio that you're going to leave, because it's essentially free money, if that makes sense. But you have to wait, and it's going up 200% already. But the likes of Dtrc, the likes of Kin, the likes of Babb, you could have done that, that we've spoken about before. And again, they're all on the Banker network. The Banker network is a great wee kind of, well, it's not technically an exchange, but it's a great wee exchange to find these hidden gems. Tony Pettit's in. Morning, Steve. Got here eventually. Yeah, EOS are all good on Binance. To be honest, the regulatory process is not too bad anyway. Cool. So that was correct. That is actually going on. That Binance are going to support it. That's good. Mark Pawn, why people still go for BTC? Is the crypto with too much buyers from 2014? So why not around 40% on BT? I don't understand that, Mark Pawn. I don't understand what you're asking there. Sorry. Bert Birthday, good morning to you. Christopher A, among 5 coins, I personally choose ADA, Babb, TRX, GBT, and IOTA. Excellent. That'd be a good wee portfolio to keep as well for a year. Eternity listed on ZPay. Excellent. Eternity is up as well, I believe. Where were we? AE. Well, it's down 6%. But it did have a massive run up. Not a massive run up, but it did have a big run up to about $6, $5, is it? Just over $5. It's come back down a wee bit since. Market capitalization of 707 million. I think a lot of these coins like this, the market capitalizations are too high. And that's why I'm not going into kind of coins like this. And I'm not, compared to the other coins that are on the market, and we could even say the same for Tron and Ethereum as well. But when we're saying that, we're kind of thinking about it in stock market terms with the market capitalization, because they've got obviously news already in the past, and they've got shares, and they've got shareholders, and they've got all these kind of things going on as well. So it's not quite the same in crypto, but I just think the market capitalizations are too high for some of them, and I think that's why. That's why I'm looking at low market cap coins. So the prices are not way overinflated. So coins that are 2 million market capitalization easily can get to 30 million, and they're still not way overvalued at 30 million. Some of them might be, because it might be shit coins, so they're way overvalued. So it just depends. It's all relative at the end of the day. So I just think a lot of the coins are, the market capitalization is way over kind of inflated just now, and I wouldn't like to get caught short with some of them. And obviously we need some high market cap ones as well, the likes of kind of Neo, Ethereum, Bitcoin obviously as well. So yeah, that's why I'm going for the low market cap coins just now, as well as holding some of the other ones like Tron, for example, as well. What time are we on now? I've got plenty of time. Maddie, any idea when do you think Babb going to moon? Speculation, please. Babb is a holder. Just holding Babb, and they'll come out with news in their own kind of good time, and I'm sure they're really working hard in the background. They released an update yesterday as well, which I caught after yesterday's live. I skipped over it when somebody told me about it, but they've released an update just to let everybody know what's going on with Babb, and we'll just get that up just now for you. Medium, get Babb. So progress report, that was released. Oh no, there's another one. Is that the latest one? It says May the 15th there. Yeah, that was a progress. I thought there was another one there on Babb. I just read that yesterday. Where was it? Latest. That is the latest one. May the 15th. I don't. Right, I thought I'd seen one yesterday that they just released, 3 minutes before I went on live. Maybe have they taken it down or something? Oh, that's weird. Yeah, so Babb are just kind of working in the background, working on the banking licenses. I expect a Bahrain banking license to come out very, very soon. I think it's going to be one of the first ones that come out with Babb, and we'll start to see the price rising. But the good thing about Babb is it's holding steady. It's holding really steady just now. And just go at the prices. Ah, bugger off. When that happens, because it's a bit icky sometimes. There you go, 2096. So it's holding steady above 2000, which is really good. And when it starts to go, it'll start to go big. I would imagine you'll start to see it kind of doubling, tripling, going up like that as soon as news is released on the banking license, and they'll get more kind of people talking about it as well. But I'm really happy it's staying steady at the moment. I'm really happy with the investment and no issues at all with Babb. Long-term hold from me, big ambassador of Babb and what they're doing. But I'm not going to push, not that I could do anything, I'm not going to push and say, where's the news, I want to know the news. They'll do it in their own time. You know they're working on it, and you can, or anybody asking all the time and trying to push for it, it's not going to make them go any quicker. It's just going to happen when they're ready for it to happen, and so they have to get the banking licenses right and the applications correct as well. So I've no issues at all with Babb, and I'm not really I'm not concerned at all. I just think it's a brilliant coin to be in, even at this price just now. I think it's a brilliant price to get in and start accumulating more, which is what we're doing, obviously. Gincoin. Not looked at that, Thomas. What's the period you look at swing trading? TRX looks like a 7 will cross 25 in the 30-minute zone. It's usually 1 hour, but to look for an entry point, you can go in the 15 minutes or the 30-minute chart. We'll just kind of explain. Where's the coinage? We'll go back to TRX. So on daily chart, it looks good. Just look on the hourly chart. Hourly chart still looks okay, but it looks as if it's coming down. 7 MA crossing down over the 100 MA. So look in the 30-minute chart. It looks as if it's going to come down in the 30-minute chart as well. So it looks as if there's a big drop coming for Tron according to the charts. But as I said, with Tron, it's not as easy as reading TA, to be honest. Because of it's news based at the moment and people are trading on emotions, so they're not trading according to the chart. So it's difficult with Tron. Tron is one of those difficult ones to do the TA on, although it's good to do the TA short term when there's no news on the horizon, there's nothing, everything's just going along tickety boo and it's all okay. Then it's good to look at the charts on Tron that way and use basic TA. I'm not a big proponent of kind of complicated TA, but I'm learning more and more, and the more and more I learn, I'm getting more into it as well, and I do like it, but I like the simple TA. But on the 30-minute chart, it doesn't look good. It looks as if the 7 MA is going to cross down over the 125 MA, so it looks as if we're in for a drop on Tron at the moment. So like on the 15-minute, yeah, so the 15-minute crossed over at 934. That would have been an indication to kind of sell. So when I'm doing kind of day trading, swing trading as well, I usually use the 1-day chart as a macro view just to get the overall picture, and they'll look at the 1-day chart just to see if the 7 MA is going to cross over the 25 MA, and if it looks as if it's about to, then I'll look at the 6-hour chart, the 1-hour chart, and then when I've decided, okay, this looks good, I'll use the 15-minute chart or the 30-minute chart to take a position, so I'll know exactly when to get in. So macro view all the way down to micro view. That's how I do the kind of day trading, although I've not got that much time for that just now. So what I'm doing is I'm looking at value coins and looking at investing in the smaller market caps and kind of researching them as well. So the only one I've got open that would be classed as day trading would be Tron at the moment. But it looks as if it's going down. I'm not going to sell. I'm not going to sell. I'm just going to leave it just now. And the only reason I would kind of sell out is if it did shoot up to my target of 1400 at least. Mervyn Skidmore, not sure that TA really works with crypto. The market is open to everyone. Non-pro traders is very emotional driven. It is emotionally driven, however. So and this is a good point actually as well. So most of the people coming into crypto would be classed as emotional traders. They'll kind of look at the hype, they'll look at the FOMO, they'll go in the FOMO, and it kind of goes up. Excuse me, and it'll go up. That's most of the people, and these are the kind of smaller players in the grand scheme of things. Although collectively they add up to kind of a big player, but you've got to think about the big players out there. The big players use technical analysis, and that's what kind of drives the market. So what we'll do, if we know about technical analysis, it's good to know about it because you know exactly, if you can look at the Fibonacci levels or something like that as well. I was speaking to MT about this. Looking at Fibonacci levels, looking at the RSI, the big pro traders will be using technical analysis to go into positions and to come out of positions as well. So if we know that, then we can trade like a pro almost. So we're not trading with emotion. So that's why it's good to know TA. I like simple TA, but there's a lot of tools out there that are really, really good. And there's a lot of good technical analysts out there as well that have really called the market. But my problem with it is you could have two expert TA people and they won't agree on the same thing. So that's my only kind of, it's not my only issue with TA, but that's why I like the simple TA, if that makes sense. Paul Whiteside, what are your thoughts on PundiX? I like them. I like PundiX. I think the market cap might be overinflated at the moment. It's come down since, I think, on CoinCodex. If you look on CoinCodex, PundiX, because it was way up to about 900 million, 850 million. I thought it was way overinflated, but it's come down to a good level just now at 570 million for what they're going to be doing, and plus it's had all that hype as well. So it did extremely well, and I think now is when we're starting to accumulate for the CYT-Crypto fund as well, for the premium buyers of the program. So we'll be doing that as well. So yeah, I do think PundiX is good for the long term, especially if you're getting the 7.32%. But that's only going to become relevant if the price stays the same as it is just now. Because if you get 7.32% and the price goes down, then it's going to negate that 7.32% you're going to get back. Steve, can you transfer Ethereum from Binance to Bancor? Yes, you can. You can transfer it directly to Bancor from Binance as well. No issues doing that. Done that before. Magpon OBTC is going down. Was time 7,500. Where are we at? That's on a 15-minute. Wow, 7440. So it kind of took a bit of a dive while we've been on, and it's going down. 7480 it is. So yeah, see the 4 red candles on the hourly. Yeah, it doesn't look good for BTC. Looking at the charts, it doesn't look good at all. Ant-Man, yes, I'm impressed with how Babb have been holding steady lately. It's been really good, despite the markets going down. Babb has held steady. Mr. Smith, how would you buy more than $2,000 of backs on Bancor? You could do it in tranches. So if you had $6,000, for example, you'd buy $2,000 first of all, $2,000 worth, and then buy another 2,000, then buy another 2,000, or just go into IDEX and buy the backs there if you can get enough for that price. So that's how you can keep the prices low, or the premium low. But as soon as you buy $2,000 worth, the price of Bancor's going to, the price of Babb would go up slightly. So you're going to get charged a premium anyway at that, if that makes sense. So what you might be better doing is buy $2,000 worth. That means you'll get it at the price it's kind of stated, and then wait maybe about 15-20 minutes till it comes back down again to your original buy price, then buy another $2,000 worth and keep doing that. So that's one way to get around it on Bancor. Yeah, Mr. Smith, you can use a different exchange, IDEX, if you're going to go over $2,000, or another market, whatever market it's on, or whatever exchange it's on. Kevin BT, I still use IDEX. It sucks, but I'm used to it. Yeah, I don't like IDEX either, but again, like you, Kevin, I'm used to it as well. So I know what to expect with IDEX. And it's okay if you find some brilliant coins on IDEX. BTC dropping hard, yeah, it is. So dropping as we speak, although it's back up to 7,500. So we don't have 7,500. That's going to be a support level. Maybe not 7,495. Chris Noble, can you go over how you would day trade on Bancor, switching between coins for a profit? So what time are we on? Very quickly. So say, for example, so you pick kind of two coins that you've researched or whatever. So say, for example, it's Kin. If, for example, you really like the look of Kin and you think it's done, it could do really well in the future. You like it for the longer term and the short term, but it's down just now. Was it 166? Went up to 380, but it came back down from 380 to 188. Still a good long-term coin. So what I might do then is I would look at a coin that I'm into on Bancor. Say, for example, Dtrc. So we had Dtrc, bought it at 3,600. It's gone up to 13,000. I might sell Dtrc and exchange it all for Kin, or take profits out from Dtrc and put it into Kin that way. But what I've done in the past is I've exchanged it all. So change all of Dtrc into Kin, wait for that going up, and then when Kin starts to go up 100% and Dtrc might go down, then you change it back, and you just kind of, it's like Bancor arbitrage, if you like. So there's a lot of coins you can do that with on Bancor. You just have to find two coins that you like, and they're kind of up and down all the time. Kin is one of those. Obviously Dtrc was one of those as well. PundiX was one of those as well. Backs, I wouldn't touch backs, to be honest. You don't want to, if you're in it for the long term. So pick some coins that you're not necessarily in for the long term, but you don't mind swapping about. So I think that's the best way to do it. That's the way I do it. Okay, we've got a few minutes left. If the biggest falls tend to rise the most if BTC begins to feel better, yes. Yeah, you can go bottom picking as well and see the coins that have failed the most, and you can make easy 20-30% on some of the coins like that. King E will recommend getting Ledger in Nano S to store these beauties long term. Yes, definitely. Best way to store Babb besides on Bancor? That's an answer to that question from Skindog. Peter Harding, great time to buy in. Definitely. Thanks for your time and knowledge once more. Mark Kelty, thanks very much, Mark, and I appreciate your time here. So if you like these videos, crush the likes, everybody, and subscribe to this channel as well and get the notifications. And if you want to join a Telegram group, which is a brilliant group of people in there, and you can do with the link below. And if you want to join me to get premium calls every week, you can join me and get a training program with that as well. Plus you get to join a private group with the 4 calls per month and all the training as well at CYT-Crypto.com as well. And people are liking the program as well. Everybody that's done the program so far are enjoying it as well. Just videos like these, just me talking about exactly what to do. So hopefully you enjoy it as well. Mervyn Skidmore, today's a good day to buy. Today's a good day to accumulate, because you don't know what BTC is going to go down to. But good day to accumulate on the way down. or maybe wait a wee bit longer to see what BTC are going to do and then make a decision then. And did exactly that, bought 6 million Kim with profit from Dtrc. Excellent, but excellent. And that's how you do banker arbitrage. I should kind of TM that. Trademark it. Likes, it's easy to forget. Yes. I like that idea. Thanks, Steve. Share. My pleasure. Thoughts on SkyCon? Haven't looked into it, Peter, to be honest. So I can't really say at all. Obviously, I've seen the price going up. I've seen people talking about it, but I haven't looked into it myself. Obina, if Bax is Bax a good pick? Yes, for long term, not short term. Well, it might do good short term, but for long term, no question in my mind is going to 1 cent very soon. It's at 0.2 of a cent just now. Kevin T, have a great day. Thank you, Kim, for joining us. Klaus, thanks, Steve. Have a great day. You as well. Thanks again. Have a good day, everyone. Accumulated more. Gareth Besage. Bit late today. What a shit day for crypto. Davey Stewie. It'll come back. Davey, don't worry about it. It'll come back. Always does. Always will. But it doesn't look good if you're checking the charts every day. If you're looking at Bitcoin going down every day, it doesn't look good. But it'll come back. So on that note, have a brilliant day, whatever you're doing. Watch yourself in the crypto world and join us in Telegram or join me at the premium group at CYT-Crypto.com. Until next time. Oh, somebody's saying it's dumping hard. 7456, yeah it is. Okay, until next time, namaste, take care, bye now.